one, a little bit of a jab. The second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start the drive with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw it is Cousins. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 26. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. 1st down. Here's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins goes right back to Smith again. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them, and they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. On second down, it's Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 86 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On play action, Ehlinger. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Here's Ehlinger. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Ehlinger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Shaquille Leonard in there to blow that play up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing is Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Cook again, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Cousins gives way to Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Play action now. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on second down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 104 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Ehlinger. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st and 10, here's Ehlinger. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
The Vikings send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Rodgers on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Ehlinger to throw.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
148 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to Taylor on first down.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
They'll try to run for the first with Taylor.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Going for it, here's Ehlinger.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the gun, here's Ehlinger. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And they have regained the lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Cousins. Smith catches left side. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Cook. To get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
to throw now in his own end zone.
And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Dulin.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
And this one complete to Dulin.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
It's his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. He'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 171 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins eluding the pressure right.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late in that margin that he had on the defense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 71 yards.
And the Colts use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Important extra point up and through, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here without a lot of time remaining.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too... And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor.
And this time he is in.
Jonathan Taylor,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Ellinger looking to throw for this.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. What
a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is